بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها والنفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها كذبت ثمود بتقواها إذا انبعث أشقاها فقال لهم رسول الله ناقة الله وسقياها فكذبوه فعقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم فسواها ولا يخاف عقباها. صلوات.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر. ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر تنزل الملائكة والروح فيه بإذن كل أمر سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر. صلوات.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين وهو خير المعين. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الحمد لله بارئ خلائق أجمعين والحمد لله باعث الأنبياء والمرسلين. ثم الصلاة والسلام والتحية والإكرام على سيد الأنام شفيع المذنبين وحبيب قلوب الصالحين وطبيب نفوس المؤمنين مولانا وسيدنا أبي القاسم مصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المظلومين ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين من يومنا إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أردنا الأمانة على السماوات والأرض والجبال فأبين أن يحملنها وأشفقنا منها وحملها الإنسان إنه كان ظلوما جهولا. صدق الله العلي العظيم. First of all, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I recite this ayah, Surah Al-Ahzab, ayat number 72. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, verily we offer the trust unto the heavens and the earth and the mountains, but they refused to bear it and were afraid thereof. And a man undertook it. Verily he is unjust and ignorant. From this ayah, if we look at it details close up, we can see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He offer His trust. He offer His trust to the heaven and earth and the mountains. But these creations of Allah, the great creations of Allah, they refuse to undertake that responsibilities. Why they refuse it? Because they're scared of it. They're scared of the trust of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take the responsibility. Then mankind come forward and accepted these responsibilities and duties. Then Allah say, verily he is, yani mankind, is unjust and ignorant. So it doesn't mean this ayah telling that those mankind who take the responsibility, undertake the trust of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, trusteeship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they become wrongdoers and they are unjust or they are ignorant. No, not in that case. What Allah wants to say that is, as a human being, if we look at the details of this ayah, human being, why they take these responsibilities? Why not this heaven and earth refuse to take it? Refuse to take the responsibility. So here refusal, if we look at the refusal in the Quran, we will be able to see one refusal is Iblis. He refused to obey the command of Allah to prostrate in front of the Prophet Adam alayhi salam. That's one of the refusal. Now, this creation, great creation, mountain, heaven and earth, they refuse to accept the offer for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah said, my trusteeship, take it. They refuse it. Both refusal is different. Shaitan, Iblis refused because he was arrogant. He was arrogant. That's why he refused to prostrate before Adam alayhi salam. But here, all this great creation, they refuse the offer of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because they have a fear of Allah. They fear of Allah and they consider themselves, this trusteeship is so high and so valued, so they would not be able to take the responsibility. This is their humbleness. Two different refusal. But same word, we use it in the Quran. So that's, we understood the heaven and earth and the mountains, all these great creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they refuse to take the offer of Allah for the trusteeship, they refuse it. But who come forward and take? Human being, mankind. Why mankind take this big responsibility? This amana, this trusteeship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why mankind accept it? Because men, they do recognize themselves. They have an ability to understand and they have an ability to search and seek knowledge. They have an ability to look after this amana. We all understood that what is the amana? Amana is one thing, someone give it to you. The way they give, same way you return it back. Without any damage. Without any damage. That means you are taken as a guarantor. Taking the things, you give the guarantee to the person, I will look after it, don't worry about it. Nothing going to be changed. That is amana, you take it in. Same way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He give the amana, now you can understand why these great creation of Allah, heaven and sky and all these mountains, they refuse to take it because they are not capable of to look after the amana of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They cannot be trusty. But mankind has the ability. Why? Because man, Allah bless them, aql, yani intellect. Man has an intellect and man has the authority to do or not to do. So intellect and this ability to work, combination of this power is only granted to the human being. So human being can do a lot of things. If they use this two, intellect and the authority, combination of this power, if men use it in the right way, and the man could be better than the angels. If any mankind don't use it in the right way, this two granted by Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, if we don't use it in the right way, we could fall all the way down. In the Quran, Allah says they are similar to the animals, but Allah said, nay, they are worse than the animal. So that's why in this ayah at the end, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, Zaluman Jahula. They are wrongdoers and they are ignorant. Those who are not able to use this two power in a right way, intellect and their authority, if they are not able to use it in the right way, they will fall down and come to the level of nifaq, kufr and shirk. Those who are able to manage this two power, intellect and authority, and they will maintain their iman, their faith, they will be a mu'min. And that's why in the Surah Al-Mu'minun, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He introduced a mu'min, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ, continue and come to whom they are. Their amanat, they always look after. They always look after the amanat. These amanat, trusteeship is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Brothers and sisters, when we look at this ayah, this Surah Al-Ahzab, the 73, then after the 73, there is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned it. لَيُؤَذِّبَ الْمُنَافِقِينَ وَالْمُنَافِقَاتِ وَالْمُشْرِكِينَ وَالْمُشْرِكَاتِ. Allah, He mentioned it. Why Allah offer them and why men can't take over? Then Allah said, Allah want to punish those who are munafiq, hypocrites, and those who are mushrikeen, and those who are kafirin. So from this point we understood, as a human being, if we have a faith, brothers and sisters, we need to be proud of ourselves. You know why? Because Allah trusts in you. Allah made you as a trustee on this earth. On this earth, mankind is a trustee of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This man can do so many things and search so many things and discover so many things which is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala people were not knowing of. So the men, when they start to do the seeking and learning and educated, they become a researcher, they start to details looking for, and they will realize and recognize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala better and better. Once a person become a more knowledge, and that person start to obey, obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala better and better. And this is one of the ma'rifah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, brothers and sisters. To give you more example, better example, amanat is not only one thing, there are so many things, which is we don't own it. Whatever we don't own it, all given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they are all amanatullah. What are these things? When a child was born, newborn baby, boy or girl, what that baby has, that baby brings something with him or with her? Nothing. Came out from the mother naked. Nothing. Then the first time when he or she opened the eyes, who that baby see? Mother. And this is the first thing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the amana give it to that newborn baby. This is the first amana. Then he will see his father, if he is lucky, father is alive around. Then this is a second amana, second trust from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then he start to gain more and more. All these things he accumulated in his life, these are amanatullah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that mankind can maintain the amana of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without damaging, can maintain it. But unfortunately, some people, they damage it accidentally, or some people, they damage it, these amanat, purposely. And those who are damaging the amanat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala purposely, these people, Allah called them, they are munafiq and mushrik and kafir. Brothers and sisters, when we grow up, we get married to someone, your spouse is amanatullah. Your marriage is amanatullah, because it was haram for you, Allah make it halal. And this is amana from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you are blessed with the children, you don't have it before. Now you got it. It's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Your children are as well amana of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For the children, their parents are amanatullah ta'ala. So we have to maintain without damaging between the relationship between husband and wife, or parents and children, or relative among themselves. We remember that Silatul Rahim. Why wajib? Silatul Rahim is wajib. Why? Because the reason is, this is amana from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And not only amana is our body. Yes, of course our body is, we don't own it. Some people, they say that I own my body, I do whatever I like. Right? This is not the way. This body was landed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have in it, and we have to look after it, not to damage it. Yes, by the age, because of the age, the body start to ruin slowly. That's the nature of the body. This is a human nature to end. His journey is going to be finished soon. When you are growing up, become older and older, you become weaker and weaker. You can think of last 10 years, how you were and now how you are. You still have energy, but 10 years before, comparing the 10 years before, your energy was on top, everything. Now you become weaker. And another 10 years, if you are lucky, then you will find it, how much you become weaker. This is the nature of the creation. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He created in this way for us. And our structure is like that. And during that time, this damage, this ruinous of the whole body is a structure from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But during that period of the lifetime, some people, they don't look after the body, they damage it by themselves. That is, instead of amana, they do in the khiyan. They do in the khiyana. They become a kha'in. This kha'in, this attribute is not suitable for the believers, for the mu'min. No. Kha'in is suitable only for hypocrites or mushrik or kafir. Not for us mu'min. Brothers and sisters. So once you understood the whole concept of this amana, you can value yourself in the eye of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how Allah look at you, how Allah look at us. Allah did not look at us, they are my creation, they are my servant, I'm going to do whatever I like. No, Allah didn't do that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He looked at us with the karama, with the respect. He expected from us to do the right thing, to achieve the highest level, come to the level higher than the angels. This is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us. So brothers and sisters, don't forget, whatever we are not own. Can you think anything you own? I own my house? No, you don't own. I own my clothing? No, you don't own it. I own my body? No, you don't own it. Even if we don't own the air we are breathing. You know what? Last few years back, we have a COVID. My two brothers passed away with the COVID in my country. Allah yarhamuhuma. When I was, this my brother's family, my family, they called me to look at, I couldn't go there, I can't visit there. So we turned on the video clip, video call. I was watching that. Their last breaths, they could not breathe. Then I realized, I think about myself, how precious of this air, and the person alive taking it easy, and we don't value it. But the one who is going to die, trying to take the air into his lungs, the lungs rejected the air, cannot benefit for it. And we don't value it. Brothers and sisters, these are the amanat Allah provided to us, around us, our environment. This mosque, this madrasa, this community is amana. Value. It has a value. That's why Allah gave us in our trusteeship. Allah trusted us. And this is what we have to take pride ourselves. We have to do the best, all these amanatullah, to return when we return to Him, all this amana when we return to Him without any damage. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to see. And this is how Allah look at us. Not He look at us very low and they are my creation, I can do whatever I like. No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He didn't treat us in this way. He treat us very valuable creation. Even the great creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could not take this task, and He gave us, because of these two qualifications we have, Allah bless us, which is our intellect and our authority. Authority means to control ourselves. So if we use it in proper way, and inshallah we all are successful. So make sure we value ourselves. When we understood our value, then when we come to do the worshiping to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not only the prayer, so many things in our life, we different way to worship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we worship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we're going to realize how we should do worshiping to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Brothers and sisters, before I finish, I want to request to the youth organizers. I have the feedback from some of the youth in the Quran class, Quran club. 2 days a week we have the Quran class. Some of them, they ask me, they request me, if there is possible, not only lecture every week, if we can have any Q&A section. That will be a lot of people. They will come up and ask the question and answer. Yes, of course, it's going to be with the control, with the suitable question and answer, if we can do it, and that's going to be beneficial for the whole community. And well done those youth who are involving doing all these tasks in the community. You are understanding your trusteeship. You are taking the trusteeship from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, maintain the community in the right way, right direction. You are doing a good job. May Allah rewards all of you. This is what we want, that message passed to all the community members, so that they start to take understanding and start to do that, to fulfill their duty towards Islam and towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is one of the suggestion to have a Q&A. And another suggestion is, if we can create minimum once or twice a year, we do one of the special words they use, and I was talking about to someone, Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. To give the task for the youth, practically they have to involve and to do the task, to do the research or whatever it is, like about, let's say, in the time of Muharram, Ashura, give the task to the youth, try to find out about the Imam Hussein alayhi salam mission, write in your own way, or you bring some notes to read it out to the public. What do you think about Imam Hussein alayhi salam? At the time of the birth of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, for example, you give that topic about the Prophet, and the youth start to work on it, and that will create more knowledge among the community or among the youth. And the not youth only going to benefit, the youth parents going to be involved as well, because the youth going to ask the parents if they don't understand something about religion. So drag them all together towards the right path, and that's where they get benefit and a more community motivation, and they start to do more job towards a religion. Doesn't matter they work for the mosque, for the Husainiya, anyway. As long as they are alive mean they are not sleeping. They are awake, they are aware of the religion. This is what we have to do, our task, our responsibility. This is one of the maintaining the amana. This youth is amana from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This young generation is amana from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't know, among them, many of them, it could be turn out to the good servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, serving to Islam in different ways. So brothers and sisters, please consider to create more, not the normal old method, sitting down and talk about the religion and people get bored. Right? So inshallah, you think about it, and if you have any other ideas, bring it up, and we try to apply, and we're going to do whatever we can help to the community. And this is the best way we can do it. So inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rewards all of you. And I would like to ask to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us more opportunity to understand Allah and His creation. And with the help of Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad alayhi salam, oh Allah, we can be able to serve in the religion of Islam. And Allah use us as a really trustworthy person. And this is the one thing we need to be understand. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is famous as the Ameen, the trustworthy. everyone trusted. So many times I repeat it one more time. How much Prophet was trustworthy? If you look at the Quran, you will understand. To give you the example, if I say, Haj Hussein, can you pass my message to someone? I said to him, tell him that Haj Hussein going to tell to that person, Sheikh told me to tell you this message. Our Prophet is how much he was trustworthy. When Allah say to the people, and he will repeat the same thing. Like in the Surah Al-Ikhlas, what Allah say in the Quran. Qul, say it. Huwa Allahu Ahad. He was talking to who? Allah was giving the order to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yes? Qul. Prophet was listening. What he has to say. Huwa Allahu Ahad. Allah, He is one. Prophet, come and tell us, hey, Allah, He is one. He should say that. But what did he say? Say, He, Allah, is one. Exactly what Allah ordered him, exactly he repeated to us. This is how he was trustworthy. He did not change any words. He did not take it off, or he did not add it up. This is how our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we should be the same. We should take the trusteeship from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in that manner. And inshallah, if we do that, our Imam, Al-Hujjah, Ajallah Ta'ala Farjah Sharif, he will be happy and he will ask dua for us, and he will tell the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to let him come back to us as soon as possible. There's one of the reason Ghaiba was dragging along too long. One of the reason is there is not much trustworthy around. This is one of the reasons. So we have the ability, and we should do it. As much as we can, we do it. For the love of Imam Mahdi, and for the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun, wa salamun ala al-mursaleen, walhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillah rabbil alameen. Salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Ya Ali.